All the staff at Ard Rí Community National School are really looking forward to welcoming your families back to school at the end of August. We have worked hard to develop a COVID-19 response plan and implement practical, sustainable interventions to minimise the risk of the introduction of infection into the school and reduce the likelihood of the spread of COVID-19 within the school itself. The control measures should continue to be reviewed, developed and updated as required on an ongoing basis. We hope the approach we are taking is a practical and sustainable one, using our resources to create a safe environment for our children and staff while maintaining the welcoming, happy, secure atmosphere we have worked so hard to develop over the past 10 years. In this short video, we will inform you about control measures, arrival and departure of pupils, pods and bubbles, and home school links. We must minimise the risk of introduction of COVID-19 into schools in the first place. If the infection is not introduced, it simply cannot be spread. Know the symptoms. Pupils who have the symptoms of COVID-19 must not attend school. Pupils who have been identified by the HSE as a contact for a person with COVID-19 must not attend school. And pupils who develop symptoms at school will be sent home. Have a plan ready in case your child is to be sent home. Phone your doctor and follow the HSE guidance on self-isolation. The symptoms of COVID are high temperature, a cough, shortness of breath or breathing difficulties, loss of smell, of taste, or distortion of taste. Once in the school, we'll be promoting children sneeze and cough into a tissue, then bin it. Wash their hands well and at key times, and to keep their distance from each other. This will take some time to teach, but we will explicitly teach this by rewarding children who are following these very important steps, which will protect the people around them from viruses. Systems will be in place to decrease interaction and increase separation between parents, teachers and pupils at arrival and departure times. The aim of these measures is to avoid the free mixing of pupils from different bubbles and large congregation of people on the yard. The school gate will be opened at 8:50 AM and we'll be accepting pupils straight into our classrooms between 8:50 and 9:10. Do not drop children off before 8:50. Cars enter the car park via the tennis court entrance, and in the morning there will be two options available: drop and go and park and walk. First of all, drop and go. Cars enter by the tennis club gates. Pull up to the island. Make sure children have their coats on, their bags on their laps. They get out of the car on the passenger side and walk up the avenue straight into their classroom. Cars drive straight out the main gate. Practice this at home a few times before the first day back. Your second option in the morning then is to park and walk. Cars will enter by tennis club gates. Proceed to the car park at the town end. Proceed to park at the town end of the car park. Walk in front of the clubhouse stand, up the avenue to the green gate, and children only pass the green gate in the morning. There will be at least 3 teachers coordinating drop-off. As we will be meeting parents and children from all classes, the staff you meet will be wearing mask and visor at this time. Teachers will only wear mask and visor where social distancing cannot be maintained. I'd advise that you would prepare your children for the fact that teachers could be wearing a mask and visor at various times throughout the day. Now, collection. The school gate will be open and infants can be collected from their classroom door between 1:35 and 1:45. Children in first and second class can be collected from their classroom door between 2:35 and 2:45, and children in third, fourth, fifth and sixth can be collected from different points around the rugby club campus between 2:35 and 2:45, or they can walk to meet you at an arranged pickup point as arranged with your child's class teacher. As we will be meeting parents and children from all classes, the staff you meet will be wearing mask and visor at this time. Again, teachers will only wear mask and visor where social distancing cannot be maintained. Pods and bubbles. Every class is seen as a bubble, and within the bubble there will be pods. Through timetabling of yard, etc., each class bubble will stay as far apart from other class bubbles as it can. Each class will be subdivided into pods of 4 to 6 pupils, and there will be a 1 metre gap between pods and, where possible, a 1 metre gap between pupils within the pod, to further reduce transmission. The sharing of resources will be managed, so books and toys, etc., are not shared between pods. Insofar as possible, also, all children will have their own resources. In the classroom, the teacher will have a zone marked out, which is 1 to 2 metres away from pupil desks. The teacher will not wear a mask or visor when in their designated zone, so the pupils can see clearly the teacher's expression. Where the teacher moves to conference with the pupils at their desk, they will apply PPE. Children will have lots more space for outdoor play. Outdoor breaks will be staggered, and only 3 classes will be outside at a time. Bubbles will not be mixed on yard, and each bubble will have its own generous area of yard to play in. Parents will not have the same face-to-face access to teachers, SNAs and myself, the school principal, as before. We have worked hard to develop strong homeschool links over the last 10 years. This is something that we hope to maintain, even though we have to stay apart. If you need to chat or get a message to your child's class teacher, please send an email with a brief description of your inquiry to ardrcns@lmetb.ie, and we will arrange for the teacher to contact you. We will be contacting you regularly through the website also, and make sure to follow us on Twitter. We'll be tweeting regularly about school life, keeping you updated about life inside the walls, and you can find us on Twitter at Ard Rí _CNS. Now, I hope you found this presentation informative. We'll be in touch again shortly to update you on our progress as we work towards welcoming you all back next week. Thank you very much.